Good morning. So I just briefly wanted to talk about an experience that I just had in meditation. A lot of these videos that I'm making and am going to be making are just kind of like video journals of my experiences and my insights during meditation and just in my everyday life and different things that I've learned. So they're specific to my experience. I'm definitely not telling anyone what to do or how to live, or even, I'm not even pretending to have any kind of knowledge, really. I don't really know anything for sure. I guess I'm just sharing what happens for me, what goes on for me. Just a little disclaimer. And I also hope that you don't mind that I don't wear makeup, or very, very rarely wear makeup. I just don't like to take the time, honestly, and I don't really care. It's just so not the point. Anyway, so I've been thinking a lot about my purpose on this planet, and feeling lately like I've been going through life for the past 40 years, not knowing what my place on this planet is. And it really bothers me, or bothered me, and I felt like I wasn't worth much, I guess, and like I had no real value, no real place. I felt like I was taking up space that other people could be using, which, let me tell you, is an awful feeling. Just this feeling of like, how can I get smaller so that I'm not bothering anyone else? I don't know if there's a name for that or not in psychology, but I do know that for me, it caused so many self-destructive behaviors. I was basically feeling almost like I was like imploding on myself and just hurting myself all the time in whatever way that I could, even physically. So to live without purpose is just an awful way of living. I feel like, for me anyway, it just drained me. I was all the time feeling like I said, like I was taking up space. So I've been thinking about that pretty constantly. Hold on, my kitty's at the door. I need to get him. Hey, baby. What do you have, you weirdo? He found a cheese wrapper somehow. Anyway, this is my baby. Hi. Hi. This is my true love. I have many, but this is one. Anyway, so, goodbye. Okay. Can't be bothered with me anymore. So, during meditation today, I got this feeling, beautiful, blissful feeling that I'm actually still buzzing with, of oneness with everything that is. And this sort of sense that without this outside world, I am not defined, and it's not possible for me to be here. And without my perception of it, the outside world can't exist. So we need each other. It was sort of like a feeling of a symbiotic relationship between me and the outer world. And then it kind of deepened into realizing and feeling and sensing and knowing that there is no outside world, that it's all me. Not in a self-centered way at all, but in a way of I'm interacting constantly with the material. And as I'm sitting here talking with you, the outside world is also within me, part of me. It can't be separated, is the whole point. We are one. I'm one with everything that there is in my consciousness. And that's all there is consciousness. When I touch something, I'm touching it and I'm aware and feeling it because I'm conscious. And it, in return, I guess has a relationship with me. It defines me. It lets me know where my boundaries are. It gives me skin. I touch this and I have skin because I can touch this. I don't know if this is making any sense, but for me during meditation today, it was so powerful and such a blissful feeling. And my realization about my purpose was that my purpose is something that I'm alive with, and it is in giving and serving the world, giving and serving the whole. So not only about giving and serving the world outside of me with love and kindness, but also giving and serving the world inside of me with love and kindness. And I think actually what I was coming to realize during the meditation, sort of in words, kind of, but more in like this just knowing and understanding that the information coming in was more of like a knowing and an understanding that I am responsible for myself and my energy and who I decide to be, and that I need to take care of that because that's what I have control over. And as long as I'm taking care of that in order to serve the world, in order to serve the whole, then I'm living my purpose. Doesn't really matter what I'm doing. I'm living my purpose when I cook for my family, with love. As long as I'm doing it with love and intention, with kindness, then I'm living my purpose. And you may someday come to the realization that your purpose is very different. I don't know. And I'm not pretending to know. I just know this is what occurred to me today, just now. And I'm living my purpose constantly as a way of being. And whether or not I achieve anything, is so secondary. It doesn't matter. It's only a tool so that I can greater serve. So if I get a degree, get a doctorate in medicine, let's say I become a doctor, then the only reason for that doctorate, the only reason for all that knowledge is just greater serve the whole. And if it is anything but that, this is only my belief, please hear me. It's so important to me that you understand that I am not preaching. It's, if you are coming to the world with something other than serving in a kind way, if I'm coming to the world with any other intention, an intention to get or gain or accomplish, without the ultimate intention being serving, then there's something missing in me, because me and this world, that's my kitty doing something crazy, I don't even want to know, then the world is not whole. I'm implying a lack of some sort. I'm implying that I'm implying that there's something to be gained outside of me, which is never true. And if there is something to be gained outside of me, that implies that there's something missing within me. And that kind of shatters the oneness that is. It's a lot of words. So I just am feeling so peaceful. And forgive me if I start crying, but I just have kind of felt my whole life that there was something to be achieved, something to learn that would just be the one thing that would help me to get to the next level, and something that I had to gain from outside of me, something I had to prove. And right now, in this blissful post-meditative state, I'm feeling very much like that's such bullshit. Like there's nothing that can possibly be gained. There's nothing that can be achieved. I'm either serving and being from a place of love and kindness, or I'm not. And if I'm not, then what am I doing? What is there really to be gained? I mean, I have everything that I need. I am not by any means, unless you're comparing it to people who really truly have nothing. I'm not wealthy. In the United States, I'm poor. But I have water next to me. I just ate breakfast. I'm sitting here meditating in a warm room while it's snowing outside. Downstairs, I have a machine that keeps my food cold. It's pretty friggin' amazing. I even have a machine that I can heat food up with. 2 of them, actually. I have a microwave and a stove and an oven. That's amazing. I have water that runs when I turn on the sink. I have everything I could possibly need right now. What else is there? Anything else would be superfluous and maybe fun and not to be denied. Certainly, I don't believe in deprivation, and I don't believe in self-deprecation at all, or repression or anything like that. I believe that receiving is as important as giving, because there's an energy exchange. So if something comes to me, then I am happy to receive it with all of my heart. As long as it's life affirming. But I don't believe that I need to work to get and to attain things. It just feels so empty now. It feels like basic needs are met, and anything outside of that is just bonus. And that my purpose is to give in every moment, and not just to others, to all life forms, and myself is included in that. So whatever it is that that I need, if I'm feeling like I need something, my needs are as important as anyone else's, because we're one. So my service to the world really right now feels like I need to become pure in my own consciousness. Pure meaning filled with love. And love not being the kind of love that I thought it was. That I've always thought of love as this sort of warm, mushy feeling. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like an understanding, like compassion, like kindness and gentleness. Actually, gentleness is a big part of it, and I'm not sure why that is, but I feel a need to be gentle to life, to honor and respect it, and to honor and respect others and myself, because there's no separation. So anyway, that's what my purpose feels like, kind of being in the present moment and dealing with what's in front of me in a way that's loving, accepting, kind, and that adds positively to it. So instead of gaining, I'm giving. Giving into the whole. That's it. I hope that was... I don't even know what I hope for. I don't really necessarily think that this will reach anyone, or I have no intention behind it other than to share. And if it means something for you, I'm happy. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. So anyway, I hope that you have the best day ever, and that your life is filled with love and joy and peace. And I will see you soon. Goodbye.